So here I'll be providing you little simple tips with which you can solve simple kind of questions which you are going to get in your exams. So let's start out with the MCQs. So here important MCQs like from polynomial which you can get, they can ask about cubic polynomial. So here in this paper I have got a cubic polynomial question. What are the maximum number of polynomials, maximum number of zeros can a cubic polynomial have? So this is the first question. Maximum number of zeros a cubic polynomial can have. Maximum number of zeros cubic polynomial can have. So here cubic polynomial, as its power is 3, so answer will be, it will have maximum 3 zeros. If it is a quadratic polynomial, it will have 2 zeros. If it is a cubic polynomial, it will have 3 zeros. Now coming to the next session, here next question is given. If alpha and beta are the zeros of polynomial, if alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial, polynomial is given x square plus 2x plus 1. Then what is the value of 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta? This is very important question. How we are going to solve it? Here it is given 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. Two different ways are there. First, directly you can find the zeros of this equation. So here, as we are solving MCQ, you can go for the direct solution, or if you solve by this given question, it's 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. So value will be So here it will be like, if we get LCM, alpha beta are the LCM. So beta will multiply over cross and then alpha. So here it is nothing but sum of zeros and product of zeros. Most probably all of you know sum of zeros formula is minus b upon a and product of zeros formula is c upon a. So both a will get cancelled. Thus the final answer is minus b upon c. From the equation x square plus 2x plus 1, the coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x is b, and the last one is c. We need to find the value of minus b by c. So answer is, here b is 2, so it will be minus 2, a is 1, so final answer is minus 2. Once again repeating this question, equation was given x square plus 2x plus 1. We need to find the value of 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta. How to calculate it? So here we'll be getting LCM for this term. LCM will be alpha beta. So as we have the cross calculation, it will be beta plus alpha. Beta plus alpha is nothing but sum of zeros. Formula of sum of zeros is minus b by a. Product of zeros is c by a. A will get cancelled. So final answer is minus b by c. Now here b value, b is coefficient of x. So we'll take it as minus 2. As here plus 2 is there and formula minus b is there. So we'll be using minus 2. And then c is 1. So minus 2 by 1 is minus 2. Thus the final answer is minus 2. Now coming to the next question. Here question is from AP, where it is given D is minus 4, A is 7. We need to find A4. Here it is given A4 is, AN is 4. We need to find the value of N. What is N? So here we need to find A value. Here N is given 7. Repeating once again, D is given -4, N is given 7, AN is given 4. We need to calculate value of A. So as we have the formula here, AN is given 4. N is nothing but 7. So how can we write the formula of AN? A7 is equal to A plus whatever the value is there, subtract 1 from that. Here 7 is there. 7 minus 1 is 6. So it will be 60. A7 we need to find. So it's A plus 60. A plus 60 is given 4, where value of D is given -4. Replace D with -4. So finally, it's A, 6 4s are 24 is equal to 4. So A is 4 plus 24. Shifted this 24 this side. So it's 28. We got the value of A as 28. So AP sums are also very simple. You can play them so that you can get it very easily. Next one, probability of an event is P. Then the probability of its complementary event. So here, probability of an event is P. Complementary means when we add them. Okay, just reciprocal of that. So when the probability of an event is P, not an event will be 1 minus P. So as, okay, here, let's start out with the next question. Question number 5. Here it is given, a sphere is melted and half of its melted liquid is used to form 11 identical cubes. A sphere is melted. Then half of its melted sphere is used to make 11 identical cubes. Out of this, they made 11 cubes. So 11 cubes they made. And from remaining half, 7 identical small spheres are made. Out of this, 7 spheres are made. The ratio of side of the cube and the radius of the new sphere we need to find. So here the sphere is melted. So as we melted the sphere, volume of complete sphere, as they are half means both the volumes will be equal. Half of the sphere is made into 7 spheres and half of the sphere is made into 11 cubes. So we'll make their volume to be equal. Here volume of 7 spheres is equal to volume of 11 cubes. Now volume of 7 spheres, 7 multiplied by 4 by 3, pi to be taken, 22 by 7. Radius is not given, so it is r cube. Radius of the sphere is r cube. Volume of cube, it's L cube. Total 11 are there. 11 multiplied by L cube. We need to find the ratio of R and L. Find the ratio of the side of cube to radius of the new sphere. So here 7 will get cancelled. Now we'll have cross multiplication here. R cube, we need to find side to radius ratio. So here we'll be shifting 11 to denominator. 4 multiplied by 22 divided by 3 with 11. So here 11 I brought to denominator. L cube upon R cube. See how the arrangement is made? 4 multiplied by 22 in the numerator. Already it was there. I shifted this 11 to denominator. Thus it is 3 multiplied by 11. We need to find L upon R. So this will undergo cube root. 4 into 22, 3 multiplied by 11. So 11 2s are 22. Now 4 2s are 8. If we remove cube root of 8, it's 2, where in the denominator only 3 is there. So that will be cube root. Or in answer option is given like 8 by, here we are having denominator 3, 4 2s are 8 and whole 1/3. So this cube root we can write as 1/3. What is the ratio of L to R? Ratio of L to R is 8 by 3, 1/3. Now the ratio of volume of two cones with same radii. Two cones are there. We need to find ratio of two cones with the radius same. So let's start out with the next question. Ratio of two cones. First one, as it is cone and volume ratio we are finding. Formula is 1 by 3 pi r cube. Find the ratio of two cones with the same radius. The radius is same. So volume also be same as the formula is 1 by 3 pi r cube. So here formula is 1 by 3 pi r square h as two cones having the same volume. Radius is also same. Here h is not given same, so we'll consider this to be h1 and h2. 1 by 3 will get cancelled, pi will get cancelled as radius is same, so radius square will also get cancelled. Thus the ratio of their heights will be the final answer. Ratio of their volume is equal to ratio of their heights. Now the next question is given, if cos alpha is equal to sin alpha, then find the value of tan phi alpha. Here seventh question is given, cos 9 alpha is equal to sin alpha. We need to find the value of tan phi alpha. So here for this kind of questions we need to find the value of alpha. So cos we can replace by 90 minus sin theta, or here sin theta is there, this we can replace by 90 minus cos theta. So here keep this first term as it is and replace the sin alpha with cos 90 minus alpha, as cos 90 minus alpha is sin alpha. Now both the cos terms got cancelled. We'll calculate the remaining part. So here 9 alpha is equal to 90 minus alpha. Now shifting alpha that side. Now 9 alpha plus alpha is 90. 10 alpha is 90. Thus the value of alpha is 9. We need to find the value of tan phi alpha. Replace alpha with 9. So it's 10 5 multiplied by 9 is 1045. Value of 1045 is 1. So the final answer is 1. Now next question. Distance of the point P from the x-axis in unit. So here distance of the point, we need to find distance of the point. This question was there in last year's paper also. So this kind of question, not the same. -3, -4. We need to find the distance from x-axis. If you get confused, so here if we place this point, it's -3. -3 is somewhat here, -4. We need to find the distance from x-axis. If this kind of questions, they will ask distance, you need not to calculate distance. Whatever the value of x, without sign you need to write. Distance from the x-axis will be 3, distance from y-axis will be 4. So here the distance from x-axis is asked. So the first one is x, second one is y. For x-axis, value of x to be taken. So correct answer is 3. Now the next question, here the question is from triangles. ABC is a triangle where D and E are the points on the sides. It's given 7.2, 5.4, 1.8 and DE is parallel to BC is given. We need to find AD. So this is question mark. All is given in centimeter. So by BPT theorem, all of you know, if DE is parallel to BC, then AD upon BD will be equal to AE upon EC, that is by BPT theorem. If the sides ratio, if the lines are parallel, the sides ratio are equal. Here AD is not given, which we need to calculate. DE is given 7.2, BD is 7.2, AE 1.8, and this 5.4. So we can cancel it. 18 ones are 18 threes are 54. Now with 3 twos are 6, 3 fours are 12. So AD is 2.4. We got the value of AD. Now the next question. A bag contains 3 red and 2 blue balls. If a marble is drawn at random, then the probability of getting a blue marble. So here, 9th question is given. Total 2 blue bags are there, and 2 blue balls and 3 red balls are there. What is the probability of getting blue ball? So in probability questions, whenever they will ask about probability, its formula is favorable outcome upon total outcome. Here they are asking about blue. So blue upon total to be taken. Total is 3 plus 2. So answer is 2 upon 5. Now the next question, 225 can be expressed as in their prime factorization form. So we need to find prime factors of 225. So this will be in the form of 5 square, 3 square. So correct answer is 5 raised to 2 and 3 raised to 2. Now the next question, equation is given x square minus 0.04 is equal to 0. Find the 0. Find the value of x. So here x square will be shifting this value 0.04 towards right. To get the value of x, we need to find out square root of 0.04. So if we find the root, to make it simple, put 100 in the denominator. Square root of 4 is 2. Square root of 100 is 10. Whenever we find root, especially in quadratic equation, you need to represent answer in plus and minus. Moreover, as it is quadratic equation, so answers will be either in the plus or in minus. So final answer is plus or minus 0.2. So this is the final answer. Now moving to next question. From the top of 7-meter high building, angle of elevation of top of a cable tower. So here the building is 7 meter. From the top of 7-meter high building, angle of elevation of top of a cable tower. So from the top they are looking, means cable tower is much more taller than the building. To the top of the cable tower, angle is given 60. Then the depression of its foot is 45. So this angle is given 45. So whenever we find angle of depression, so here this upper part will be angle of depression, that is I is making the downward movement. So we'll consider the alternate angle of that. So this will be 45. Now the final question is, what is the height of the tower? So this complete height we need to find out. So for that, as this much is given 7, we'll consider this to be 7 meter, and next let the upper part be h. So in this triangle we have the value of perpendicular as 7 and angle is given 45. We can calculate base. So here perpendicular and base comes in the relation of 10. So 1045 is 7 meter upon x. So here unit is no need to write, perpendicular upon base. 1045 is 1 from trigonometrical table. So it's a 7 by x having cross multiplication. Therefore the value of x is 7. This we can use here. Now again calculate upper part of the triangle. Again they are in the relation of perpendicular and base. So 1060 is equal to h upon 7. 1060, it's root 3, h by 7, cross multiplication, h is 7 root 3. We need to find here, we need to find what is the total height. Total height of the tree, total height of the tower is these two answers to be added up. Therefore, total height of tower, it's 7 plus 7 root 3. We can take 7 common or put the value of root 3 here in the options. Complete answer is given. Root 3 is 1.73. Now calculate them. So it's 7, 1 plus 0.73. So it's 7 multiplied by 1.73. Calculate and complete your answer. Or you can have the separate calculation. Multiply 7 with root 3 value. And then whatever answer you are getting, you can add out and complete the solution here. Now the next question is given. A circus artist is climbing 20-meter long rope which is tightly stretched and tied from the top of a vertical pole. So this is the textbook question only. A circus artist is climbing 20-meter long rope. So this is the rope which is climbing and it is tied and stretched with an angle of 30 to the ground. We need to find what is the height of the pole. So this is question mark. Let it be h. H and hypotenuse. Here perpendicular and hypotenuse are in relation. So these comes under the sine ratio. The sine 30 is h upon root 3. Sine 30 is half h upon 20. Cancel them. So height is 10 meter. Height of the pole is 10 meter. Now in the next question, they are related to assertion and reasoning. There they have given in a triangle. Okay. One more question is there. Two questions are based on assertion and reason, and one is related to statistic. So mostly two questions are there from the statistics, so that I skipped out. Now let's start out with the section B. So in the section B, it is given. We are moving to section B. Here the first question is given. It is from tangent circles. In the figure, it is given RQ and RP are the two tangents drawn from the point R to the circle O. If PRQ is 120, this complete angle is given 120. We need to prove, so here given part, RP and RQ are tangents and angle PRQ is given 120. We need to find the, we need to prove OR is equal to PR plus RQ. So this we need to prove. OR. So this is from the center, this complete OR is equal to PR plus RQ. So these two parts, length of the tangents, they are equal, we need to prove. So we'll start out with the construction part. In construction, we are going to drop out perpendicular on the tangent. So here, draw perpendicular OQ and OP on QR and PR respectively. Now proof. Here angle PRQ is given 120. Therefore, if we consider this to be angle 1 and 2, angle 1 will be equal to angle 2 will be equal to half of 120. Okay, as the tangent, the line drawn from the center on the joining point of the tangent will divide the angle in two equal parts. So here we can calculate the angle in that way. Now, after getting this value, we need to make OR to be equal to sum of these two. So here, let's start out with the tangent formula here. In triangle OPR, angle P is 90. Therefore, 10, 60. As we got this angle 2 to be 60, so we can take as 10, 60 is equal to 10, it's perpendicular by base. Angle side opposite to angle is always perpendicular and the other side is base. Here we need to find out hypotenuse. So instead of 10, we will take sine or cos. As here the cos will be the most convenient one. We are having perpendicular, base and hypotenuse. We need to get these two sides in relation in our answer. So hypotenuse and base comes in cos relation. So instead of 10, we will use cos 60, which is base upon hypotenuse. PR upon OR. Cos 60 is PR upon OR, base upon hypotenuse. Now here, cos 60 is half from trigonometry table. So it's PR upon OR. Now having cross multiplication, OR is 2 times of PR. Now 2 times of PR we can replace with RQ plus RP as tangents are equal. Here you can write the statement, tangents are equal from external point. This how we got OR to be equal to other two sides. So this is one of the important question which you can repeat very nicely. So let's have the solution once again here. Here it was given two tangents are drawn from the external point. We need to prove that, and angle between them is given 120. We need to prove that OR is equal to PR plus RQ. So how we started with? First in the construction, I drew two perpendiculars on both the side. After that, angle PRQ is given 120. So this whole angle is given 120. We can divide the angle into two parts as both the angles are congruent. So here angle 1 and angle 2 will be half of 120. Half of 120 is 60. We got the value of this angle. Now let's start out with the triangle here. We got the triangle in this way where this is given 60. I took the relation of base and hypotenuse, which is nothing but cos. Cos 60 is PR upon RQ. Cos 60 value is half. Then we had cross multiplication and finally we calculated OR as 2 times of PR. Then we can split out PR as RQ plus RP as tangents are equal from external point. Now moving to the next question. Find the value of lambda if the mode of the following data is 20. So this is the second question of section B. Section B carries 2 marks. So you can solve the questions with simple steps. So as these questions carries only 2 marks, so writing formula and all information is important where you can score marks fully. Don't skip out any step. So here we need to find what is lambda value. Find lambda, this is question. And mode is given. Mode of the data is 20. We know that the maximum repeated number is mode. So here 15, 20, 25, 18, 15 got repeated once, twice, thrice, 3 times. Whereas the 20 once, then twice, thrice. Obviously, as the 20 is repeating 3 times and even the 15 is also 3 times. So mode can be 20. Now let's see how many times 25 is there. Once, twice, thrice. So your 25 is also 3 times. Even the 20 is also 3 times. Now check out for 18. Once, twice, thrice. All the numbers are maximum 3 times, but they have given mode to be 20. So no other choice we are having. This lambda must be 20 only. If we make it 20, then 20 will be 4 times instead of 3. So already we got 20 to be 3 times. If we replace this to be with 20, it could be the mode. Therefore, mode 20. Now you need to write the definition of mode. What is mode? Mode is the number of maximum observation. Okay, the observation which get repeat maximum times is called mode. So thus the mode is given. So it's given 20. Therefore, lambda is 20. Now the next question, the mean and median of 100 observations are 50 and 52. The value of the largest observation is 100. It was later found that it is 110. Find the true mean and median. The mean and median of 100 observation is 50. So total 100 observations are there. Total 100 numbers are there. Its mean is given 50 and mode is given 52. Mean is 50 and mean is 50 and median is 52. The value of largest observation is 100. So 100 is the largest one, last one. It was later found that it is 110. So first they got it to be 100, but later it was changed to 110. It is not 100, it's 110. Then find the true mean. So here, whatever the change will be there, that much increase in the mean will be there. Here, before it was 100, now it is 110. Old mean, it's 50. And old sum, if you want to find out sum formula for the mean, sum of observation upon number of observation. So a total mean and median of 100 observations. Total 100 observations are there. So mean is 50. We can calculate what is sum here. So Fi Xi, sum of the mean is cross multiplication. Thus it is 5000. Repeating once again, question, get it clearly. Here it is given. Total 100 numbers are there. Out of which the last number is the highest one, which was taken 100. But later on they found that instead of 100, it is 110. When they consider it 100, at that case they got the mean to be 50 and median to be 52. When they found their mistake and they rectified it with 110, they are asking what is the new mean. As per old mean, it's 50. Formula will be mean is sum of observation upon number of observation. Mean is 50, having cross multiplication. Sum of observation is 5000. But what they found that there is a difference of 10 in the last number. Now new sum, that is 5000 plus 10, as there is increase of 10. So it's 5010. Now what will be the new mean? Sum divided by total number of observation. So here total number of observation is 100. So new mean will be 50.1. New mean is 50.1. we need to find what is the new median. Median will never change. This is, they have given only to confuse you. Okay, what is median formula? If you recall back, if suppose 4 numbers are there. In short, median is the average of the middlemost number. If even numbers are there, middlemost 2 numbers will come. If suppose odd numbers are there, only the single number is median. Whatever the middlemost number is there, that is median for odd observations. When there are even observations, we'll get the average of middlemost 2 numbers. So when the case was 100, so if 100 observations are there, it's an even number of observations. Median will be the middlemost one. There is no change in middlemost number. Only the last number got changed with 110. So there will not be any change in median. New median will be same 52. Reason you need to write like, as only last number got changed, which will not affect median. Clear? So as the middlemost numbers are same, there is no change in that. So no change will be there in answer. Answer will remain same. So this we completed the second question. Second question choice is also done. Now coming to the third question, that is of chapter number 4, 24th question. And 23rd question here, again it's from triangle, where in the figure D and E are equal. It's given that angle D and angle E both are equal. AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC. Ratio is also given. Prove that BAC is an isosceles triangle. BAC is an isosceles triangle. That means we need to make sides to be equal, AB and AC. Now let's start out with proof. Here given two proof. We need to make triangle BAC and isosceles triangle. Very good. BPT only we are going to use. BAC is an isosceles triangle. This we need to prove. So here proof AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC. It's given. Now if we have cross multiplication, here angle D and angle E is also given equal. Angle D equal to angle E. This was also given. If angles are equal, their related sides will be equal. So we can make here AE equal to AD. Here the statement will come, side opposite to equal angles are equal. When angles are equal, their opposite sides will be equal. Here angles are equal, so its opposite sides are equal. As we made DE and AD equal, we can replace them, because AD upon BD equal to AE upon EC. So these two terms are equal. Proved above, we can cancel them. So BD will also become equal to EC. Let it be first equation, this to be second equation. Now adding 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. If we add them, AE plus, okay, here we got the reverse order. So we'll change this order a little bit. AE and EC to be added to make the line. Okay, so when they are equal, we can reverse them. So here I reversed it. AE plus EC will be equal to AD plus BD. If we add them, we got the side AC equal to AB. When sides are equal, if a triangle has got two sides equal, then the related angles will be equal. Opposite side of AC will be B. So angle B equal to angle C. Here again the statement will be angle opposite to equal, sides are equal. Is it clear? Most of you understood? And the next question is from chapter 1, where you need to make it irrational, so that I'm skipping out. And instead, in choice to that, they have given AP question. If you get choice based questions, so better I suggest to use AP. Here the sequence is given 6q, 6q plus 2, 6q plus 4, where q is an integer. Okay, here it is given, show that any positive even integer can be written in the form of 6q, 6q plus 2, 6q plus 4. This is also of chapter 1 only. So chapter 1, 1.2, few questions are there. If you practice them, you'll be getting in 2 marks questions. So these are all learning based questions. So get the solutions and learn properly so that you can get them. Now the 25th question is from trigonometry. It's given root 3 sine theta minus cos theta is 0. We need to find the value of theta. So here, first shift cos theta towards left side. Root 3 sine theta is equal to cos theta. Now bring the sine theta to denominator or root 3 to the denominator. Whatever you feel simple, you can do in that way. If suppose I'll be shifting cos theta towards sine. So sine upon cos theta. So this cos theta I shifted to denominator. If I brought this cos theta, nothing is left. So we can have 1 for that and bring this root 3 to denominator. So just we made the cross exchange. Sin theta I kept as it is. I brought this cos to denominator. Next, here nothing is there. So it's 1 shifted root 3. So root 3 will be there in denominator. Sin upon cos is nothing but 10. Tan theta is 1 by root 3. From trigonometrical table, you need to find out what is the value of 10. What is the value of 1 by root 3 in terms of 10? 10 30 is 1 by, very good. Tan theta is 10 30. So 10 and 10 will get cancelled. Thus the theta is 30. So we got the answer theta here. This we completed section B. Now we are moving to section C. Here in the section C, first question. Three bells toll at an interval of 9, 12 and 15 minutes respectively. We need to find if they start tolling together, after what time will the next toll together. So when they will ask for next ringing period, we need to find out LCM in this kind of questions. So these questions are of 3 marks. These are also very quite easy. So calculate LCM for it. So either you can go for the direct one or do it separately and the long method can be shown. Only thing you can keep in mind, like here 4 is there, don't use 4 directly as they are prime factors. You need to go with prime numbers only. And that too, if you start in a ascending order, that will be much more good. So start from 2 instead of 3. So here we got the value as 3 3s are 9, 9 4s are 36, 36 5s are. Very good, 180. So we got LCM as 180. This answer is 180 minutes as they were tolling at 9, 12 and 15 minutes. So if they ring at particular time, when they will ring again? So we can give answer in hours. So convert this 180 minutes to hours. 180 minutes is equal to 3 hours. So that will be divided by 60. After 3 hours, they will toll again. So this is the final answer. So is it clear? Okay, very good. Correct answer. Now the next question from trigonometry, where it's given 1 plus cot A, 1 plus cot A minus cosec A, 1 plus tan A plus sec A. This we need to make equal to 2. So here user values, 1 plus cot is cos upon sin. Cosec is 1 upon sin. Tan is sin A upon cos A. Sec is 1 upon cos A. We started with LHS. Now sin is LCM. Sin A. So here nothing is there. So sin will multiply there. Sin A plus cos A minus 1. And the same way here cos A is LCM. Cos multiplied by 1 is cos A. Then the sin A plus 1. Next, cos A sin A, cos A sin A. Consider this to be A part and this to be B part. So here A minus B, A plus B. We are using the identity. So change them in identity. Sin A plus cos A. Consider that to be A square minus B square whole divided by sin A cos A. Now we can use the identity for this. Sin A plus cos A is there. Make the use of A plus B whole square formula. So here A square, then B square, 2AB minus 1 as usual. Now in the denominator, sin A cos A is there. In place of sin square plus cos square, as it is identity, we can replace it with 1. Sin square plus cos square is 1. So replace this by 1. 1 plus 2 sin A cos A minus 1 whole divided by sin A cos A. So again this plus 1 and minus 1 got cancelled. We left out with 2 sin A cos A upon sin A cos A. So again these terms will get cancelled. So finally we are having 2. This is our RHS. We need to make LHS to be equal to RHS. Thus we got both sides to be 2. So this we completed. Next question. Now the next question is sides of right angle triangular filled are 25, 24 and 7. So here a right angle triangular filled is there. This is question number 28. Right angle triangle is there. Sides are 7, 24, 25. At 3 corners of the field, a cow, buffalo and horse are tied separately with 3.5 meter rope. So each one is having the same radius part to be covered, where the radius is 3.5 meter rope. So this kind of questions are very interesting. Moreover, it is given, find the area of the field they cannot graze. So here this grazing part to be subtracted. So our solution will be area not grazed by 3 animals will be area of right angle triangle minus area of 3 sectors. Here we need to calculate area of 3 sectors. 1, 2 and 3. 3 corners are there. So you may get confused like how the 3 sectors theta is not given. So here the little logic is there. If we add this theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3, this is 90 very sure. If we add them together, total it is making 180. That is sum of the angles of triangle. For area of right angle triangle, it's half into base into height. And for area of sector is pi r square theta by 360. So in place of theta, we are going to use 180. You can make it like theta 1, theta 2, theta 3. And then write them together like theta 1 plus theta 2 plus theta 3 to be 180. So that we will use it directly. Now here pi r square in place of theta 1, theta 2, theta 3, we are going to use 180. So this I wrote the formula of area of three sectors. Common, we took pi r square and thetas to be together. Now the final one. Okay. Actually, I have my class by 6, so I cannot wait for more time. I'll put this all values. You complete your calculation by your own. Half base is 24. Height is 7 here. So you can calculate the triangle in that way. Pi 22 by 7. Radius is 3.5. 3.5. Instead of this all, we can write 180 upon 360. Now cancel them. 182s are 360. 2 11s are 22. 7 5s are 35. Here 12. 2 12s are 24. Now 12 7s are 84. 84 minus, now calculating these all, 0.5 multiplied by 3.5 multiplied by 11. So will you say answer? What will be the final answer? 11 multiplied by 0.5 multiplied by 3.5. I'm waiting for your reply. Will you say answer? So it's 11 5s are 55 multiplied by 3.5. Okay, 64.75. Very good. Now that will be subtracting from 84. So we'll get the final answer, which is not gauged by the three animals. So I'm leaving that for you. So how we did this? First we calculated area of right angle triangle. Its formula is half into base into height. For three animals grazing part, I calculated directly where these three are making sector. So formula will be area of sector. Okay, that is overall. Okay, after subtraction you will get the answer 84 minus 64.75. This area of right angle triangle. Then after that, three sectors to be subtracted. Okay, so that will be the final answer. This kind of questions are very important, where they'll not be giving theta. Here they gave the right angle triangle. Instead of right angle triangle, they can give other kind of triangle also, where you will be finding area of triangle by Heron's method. And the same way you will be subtracting. Now the next question, choice to this is given. You need to find area of shaded part. So this is also from the textbook. It's very simple question. Area of sector, that is area related to circles, chapter is very easy, purely based on formulas where they give the more score. Here the theta is given 40. This is all shaded part. So like this the shading is there. Okay, here shading is there in this way. You need to find area of the shaded region. To get area of shaded region, out of the circle, out of the ring formula, we need to subtract sector. So for this kind of question, how you will be solving? Here, area of ring. Two concentric circles are there with the radius 7 and 14. R1 is given 7 centimeter, R2 is given 14 centimeter. And angle AOC is given 40. Theta is given 40. Now area of ring. Its formula pi common capital R square minus small r square, or you can write r1 square minus r2 square minus r1 square. So this will consider a capital R, this to be small r. Pi is 22 by 7. Now outer radius is 14, inner radius is 7. So 22 by 7, 14 square is 196, 7 square is 49. We'll subtract them. So it's 22 multiplied by 21. 21 2s are 42, 4 carry, 42 plus 2, 46. So it's 462 centimeter square. We need to find the shaded part. So how we can calculate the shaded part? Remove this sector. So area of sector now will be calculating. Like this sector is there. Okay, this is the shaded part. Area of shaded sector part. That is area of outer sector minus inner one. Area of sector formula, pi r square theta upon 360 minus pi r square theta upon 360. So here pi theta upon 360 to be taken common, r square minus r square, pi is 22 by 7, then theta is given 40 upon 360, r square minus r square, capital R square minus r square already we calculated, so that I am using directly, it's 147. 0 0 got cancelled, 4 9s are 36, 7 2s are 7 1s are. So here overall we got answer as 22 multiplied by 21 upon 9. See how we can calculate for this kind of calculations. Here we are getting a big calculation. Then dividing and again wasting your time, it will be waste of time. So here for the first case we got 22 multiplied by 21. If we get the answers in this way, don't go for the calculation. Okay, use the step directly. So here area of shaded part. So we need to subtract 1 and 2. 1 minus 2. So what is our first part? 22 multiplied by 21. Second part is 22 multiplied by 21 upon 9. Here this part is common, so we can take them common. 22 multiplied by 21 whole. So as we have taken common, here 1 is there, 9 ones are 9 minus 1 upon 9. So final, this already we calculated. Answer was 462 multiplied by 8 divided by 9. So if you complete this calculation, you are going to get area of shaded part. So this is completed today. Questions up to 28. In tomorrow's session, tomorrow also I'll have the class on regular timings. So where we'll complete the remaining part of the question paper. Okay, today I'll be winding my class now. Thank you for attending. If you still have any confusion, you can send me a message so that I will start according to that. Okay, winding my class now. Thank you for watching.